Hi Rosy friends, it's Julie, and today I'm going to do the part 2 to the exercising with rosacea video that I started the last time. This time I'm going to talk about the actual kinds of exercise that I do. So I talked the last time about how I stay cool while I'm exercising, how I keep redness under control. This time I'm going to talk about what I'm actually doing while I'm using all of those techniques. To start, most of my workouts are made up of cardio. I really like cardio for the impact that it has had on my mental health. I have implemented a new mental health routine over the last few months, and when I started really kicking up my workouts, and I'm not really somebody who likes exercise all that much, typically speaking, but when I started doing it more, I started feeling better, and I started feeling noticeably better. Panic attacks are down, anxiety attacks are down. Anxiety overall, as soon as I start feeling it, I can act on it, and I can get it kind of under control. It doesn't mean I'm gonna feel happy and bubbly, but I don't feel as overwhelmed anymore. It's way better for coping. So that has been a major positive part of my lifestyle. So I plan to keep it up. I also like it that it makes me more physically healthy, and it is helping me to control weight, which is also important for overall health. I work from home, so I am very lucky that way, that I can take tiny breaks when I need to exercise and things like that. When I was working in an office, for example, then I was walking for part of my lunch break, and I was using the stairs during my breaks, my morning and afternoon breaks, and then before and after. In the evening I was walking my dog, and in the morning I was basically running to the bus stop because I was running late every single day and I was taking the bus at the time. Now I am at home, and this is what I'm doing because I do have this opportunity. This makes it so it's not exactly what everybody can do, but this is what's working for me right now. So if this could be adapted into your schedule, then that would be cool too, as long as your health and your fitness suit it. I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm not saying this is appropriate or will work for anybody, but this is what works for me, for my health, for my fitness level, and for keeping my redness under control at the same time. I've also read some research recently that shows that they're calling it snack size exercise. They're finding that even if you're doing 3 minutes of exercise or 5 minutes of exercise and you're doing it lots of times throughout the day, it is just as beneficial for many parts of your health as doing a 30-minute session all at once. So even if all you can fit in is a tiny workout, not even 10 minutes, but like lots of tiny little workouts here and there, taking the stairs instead of, the elevator or the escalator, or, just walking as fast as you can to get from one place to the next, then really just hoofing it, then that does make a difference. So I'm kind of going with that concept because I can't work out all the time, but I also don't kind of want to because it's not my favorite thing to do. So what I do is I have a Fitbit that I track with. It's underneath my sleeve right now because that's stylish, but I track my steps and things, and I let it buzzes 10 minutes before the hour if I haven't had enough steps. That actually I use that as a reminder to get up and move regularly. It's just good for me overall. Other than that, basically my goal is from 9 o'clock through 6 o'clock to make sure that I'm active once every hour for a little bit. For me, that means from the morning until around 3:30 in the afternoon. Once every hour I'm doing 5 to 6 minutes, normally 6 minutes, but sometimes 5 if I really am busy and I need that extra minute. I get up from my desk and I have a strider machine. If I can get some footage of it or of myself using it before I need to put this video out, I will. Otherwise, I will just put up a picture of it. Basically, it is a low impact, really easy on the joints machine that has handles and it has foot pedals. Some of the brands are like Sunny or Gazelle or all of those ones. And basically, it's just a matter of, it feels almost like skiing, but slightly easier. It's sort of mimicking the movements that you would do during walking, but without the impact that you would get from hitting the sidewalk. So a lot of people use it if they have hip or knee issues. I've seen in the reviews, at least. I don't know, I'm not a professional in these things, but that's what I use because I did a whole ton of research to look for the quietest possible exercise equipment for cardio, because I live in a building and I have downstairs neighbors and I don't need them to have to listen to it every hour while I'm exercising. So that was the quietest one I could find in the type that I wanted. So I basically stride as quickly as I can and try and make it as intense as I can. I listen to music, normally really upbeat stuff, and do that for 5 to 6 minutes every hour throughout the day. Then in the evenings, I will go for a half-hour walk outside, because outside exercise is really, really good for you. And I work from home, so if I don't go outside a lot, then I get a little shack wacky, and nobody likes that. So I make a point to walk every single evening, usually with a partner, and I absolutely love that. Even when it's really, really bitterly cold, I will dress for it. I will cover my face and really, really dress for it. It's got to be very bad before I will skip my walk outside, and that's about a half an hour. So basically by the end of the day, on an average weekday, I will have received about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes of cardio exercise, which is great. All those little tiny workouts really, really add up. Even if I can only do 4 or 5 minutes, they still really add up. By the end of the day, I've had a really great total workout, and it does help. Then in the evenings, 2 to 3 times per week, I will do some extra strength training. That might include stuff with hand weights. Sometimes I'll just do like the curl ups, or I think they're called kickbacks, the ones that you do backwards, and that gets like the kind of, I think they're triceps under here, biceps, triceps. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm really, as I said, I'm not an expert. Please do not consider this video your personal trainer's advice. I'll use, hand weights to do things like that. Sometimes overhead, a few things just to give the arm muscles a little bit of extra. I do get quite an arm workout just throughout the day from using the strider, but I like to do a little bit of extra because I'm trying to take really good care of myself. I also do a lot of isotonic exercises. I believe that's what they are called when you do all the squats and that kind of stuff. And I've altered this as my fitness level has changed, but it's basically just to sort of tone the muscles further and to give myself a little bit better strength, balance, stuff like that. I found that it helps with my cardio performance anyway, and it's just, I think, good for me overall to help to maintain muscle mass. The routine that I normally do consists of 12 squats, 20 side leg raises, 20 donkey kicks, and then a 20-second rest. Part of that rest is just me getting into position for the next move, because then I'm on the floor for 20 heel touches. And if I'm having either my skin is already a terrible mess because I'm just having a bad skin day, or I'm having a really good skin day and I know that my workout won't bother my skin, I will do 20 Russian twists. However, those are the exercise that are most likely to cause my skin to react in my routine. So if I want to prevent that, I will do 12 bridges instead. Then I do 12 reach throughs, and I rest for another 20 seconds. Then I do 20 knee hugs, then 20 side bends, then 12 more squats, and 20 more side leg raises, and 20 more donkey kicks. And I just like saying donkey kicks. I'm hoping that those are the standard names for all of those moves. I looked up every one of those exercises to try and find out what they were all called. So I think that's what they all are. If there's another name for some of them, please comment below. If I just said something that there is no name for that isn't the name for something, then please, I welcome you to correct me. I'm not an expert in this. I just know what the move is and how to do it, and that's the name that I could find for it. So that workout, I feel it kind of gets, it's fast, it takes around 10 minutes, so it's not a lot of time before to give my face a chance to react or anything like that. I can normally avoid it, and I feel like by the end of it I've worked all the major muscle groups a little bit, so I try and do that at least 3 times a week. Normally it's 2 times a week in a bad week, 3 times a week in a good week, and then once per week I will do yoga. I am trying to build that up. It will likely be 2 times per week in the future. Right now I am doing this video. It's from Gaiam, it's with Rodney Yee, and it is the Complete Yoga but for Beginners. I had been doing this one. It's the same guy, same company, but I like this one better. I just like the exercises. It's got a yoga basics, a yoga for flexibility, a yoga for energy, and one for relaxation. I love the relaxation on the weekends. I love them all in total. The one for energy, I don't find it gives me energy, but it does make me feel the best by the end of it. It just makes me feel the most positive. I don't feel energized as in ready to go, but I just feel good overall. Basics is just a good overall one that I'll do, especially in the evening if I don't want to, because I'm afraid the energy, I'm just not feeling it, but it is actually there. I don't want to keep myself awake, so I will do that one then. And the one for flexibility is the one that causes me the most pain while I'm doing it, but I'm the most proud of it afterward. I have a big YouTube channel. I'm sure that a lot of the parts of that are there for free. I also use some of the videos on YouTube. I've had a lot of luck with YouTube videos for workouts, but I find that I have to really test them and be very careful with which ones that I use, because some of them have components that will cause me to flare up. So that would be the workouts that I do in a standard week. I've been doing them consistently at the rate that I told you about since the start of the year, when I really started cracking down on my mental and physical health again. Last year took a real beating on me, especially at the end. Really just had so much going on and spread myself too thinly. And that's why I took all of January off on this channel. But I've found that now that I'm back in the groove of everything, I'm eating healthier, I'm exercising, I'm even sleeping better, I think, as a result of all of these positive changes, then I'm doing a lot better, and it's made my skin a lot better as well. So tons and tons and tons of benefits there. So that's why I'm doing it, that's what I'm doing, and I hope that this is helpful for you. Following this exact thing may not be right for you, not just for your overall health, but it may not be right for your rosacea either. I've kind of whittled with this a lot just to fit it to my current fitness level. In a couple of months, as my fitness level changes, I will adapt it, I will add things, I will take things away, that kind of thing, to make sure that it is constantly suiting, it's challenging me and yet still not causing me to flare up. And certain things have to be adapted, because as the months go by, it will be summertime, and then things will be different again. And I'll be heading outside more. And oh, by the way, when I'm outside, I always, if I'm outside, you know, if I'm outside in the evening in the winter time, then the sun's down, it's fine. In the summertime, big brimmed hats all the time. If I really need to stay cool and keep the sun off my face, but I will hopefully be talking about that more when the summer comes, because I just bought a really cool hat that I'm so proud of, and I'm looking forward to talking about it. But yeah, so I hope that this video was informative and it helped you. I hope that my lack of knowledge of the names of things didn't irritate you too badly. I hope this was fun. If you do like this kind of video, I hope you will give me a thumbs up, and that way I will know. And if you want to see more videos like this one, then I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell button if you want to be alerted every time I post a new video. And other than that, I will see you next time.